Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Resident Evil 4 Remake. And tonight we will once again be facing the horror that is known as the Verdugo. I'll have more to say on that creature in a bit. First off, this cold and damp winter weather is getting to me a bit. Mostly as a side effect of one of the medicines I am taking. And speaking of medicine, I initially started this Let's Play to show support for a fellow YouTuber, Lotaeri. There should be a link to his channel in the description down below this video. He was in the middle of recording this game and uploading it to his channel when he was diagnosed with leukemia and rushed off to hospital and has been undergoing a lot of medical treatments. He's periodically allowed home every few weeks for a little bit to rest in between courses of, I believe, chemotherapy. And his body is responding well to the medicine. Well, the disease is responding well to the medicine, but his body is not responding well to all the unpleasant side effects of the medicine. I believe he may be back in hospital again after a brief stint at home. This will be his third time in hospital now. If you're watching this, Tim, good luck, man. We're all behind you. If you'd like to go visit his channel, give him some love, be my guest. Now, this is not a blind Let's Play, but it is my very first Resident Evil game, and usually I don't play over-the-shoulder action games very much. So, you'll have to forgive me if I'm not the best player in the world. That being said, I'm playing this to show support for Tim, and hey, I'll get to finish it for him even if he isn't able to. But he's doing well. His health's recovering. Let's hope he makes a full recovery and is able to finish the game on his own. Alright, let's dive into the story. Now, this time I'm not going to use the manual save, I'm going to use the autosave because it'll save a little bit of walking. After Leon was caught in a trap, it was Ashley's turn to save the day, but their joyous reunion was short-lived as she was captured by the enemy once again. Leon headed further into the castle to rescue her. There you go, I've corrected the grammar to be consistent. Now, here we are, ready to pull that big lever. And here is a green herb that I should absolutely pick up. Now, before I pull this lever, I want to go to a different screen, just in case I want to... Well, let's see. I don't want to do it on the inventory, because if I shift Windows with Alt-Tab, Alt will resort the inventory and move everything to places I'm not familiar with. Now, after the last episode, I went and did a little research because I was interested to know how the game calculates damage, because I thought these power numbers are relatively low. And I learned a lot about how this game handles damage, and I learned a lot about this monster. First off, this monster has 20,000 health. Additionally, it is armoured and receives less damage if struck anywhere but the head. However, the head being a weak point. However, when it is frozen, it loses its armour essentially. The head remains a weak point. I don't think the rest of it becomes a weak point all over. So it takes triple damage when it's out of armour, when it's frozen. It also, certain weapons like this rifle or the Magnum do triple damage to the head. But as I was saying, these damage numbers appear fairly low, right? 1.6. You're thinking, how am I going to do 20,000 points of damage? Well, apparently, there is a secret number tracked by the game called game rank. Game rank is separate from difficulty. And it turns out that a power of exactly 1.0 is roughly 120 points of damage multiplied by a secret number related to the current game rank. Game rank is separate to game difficulty setting, but related to game difficulty setting. So if I was on the assisted difficulty setting, the game rank could not go higher than a 4. As I am on the standard difficulty setting, the game rank cannot go below a 3 or above a 7. Somewhere in the middle of that, the damage multiplier is 1.5, so that power of 1.0 would translate to 120 times 1.5, 180 points of damage. Now, this leads to some interesting calculations. Essentially, the other thing I learned is that explosive bolts do 5 times the power of the bolt thrower. So upgrading the bolt thrower power will upgrade the explosive bolts. I can't afford to upgrade the bolt thrower power at the moment, but it would upgrade the explosive bolts. This also means that an explosive bolt is approximately 1,350 points of damage. I say approximately because I don't know which game rank I'm on. If I was doing average for a standard difficulty player, then the explosive bolt would do 1,350 points of damage to the Verdugo, minus whatever percentage his armor blocks. Unless it's presumed to hit everywhere and automatically counters hitting the face as well. Obviously, when frozen, he loses his armor. Whereas the shotgun would do 2,268 points of damage out of his 20,000 health. So in theory, about 7, 8, 9 well-placed shotgun shots while he's frozen would do the trick. In practice, it becomes more than that, because the shotgun damage is in a spread. The majority of the damage occurs where the exact center white dot is, and the rest is spread around the area between the brackets. Additionally, the shotgun damage will have a multiplier or modifier based on the distance to the target. There is a perfect distance to catch the target with most of this blast, and that distance differs from shotgun to shotgun, just so you really can't get used to it. So while that 2,268 damage looks nice, the fact that it's spread across multiple areas, many of which will reduce damage, means it may be less than the 1,350 from a explosive bolt. Additionally, this does mean that the broken butterfly does about... one moment. While I consult my notes here. The broken butterfly does 3,780 points of damage out of the 20,000 health. Tripled if I can hit the head, but reduced if I hit anywhere else. In addition to its 20,000 health, the monster has another special rule, which is that there is a limit to how much damage its tail and arms and legs and possibly head can take, and that once one of those locations has reached its damage threshold, any further damage to that body part will cause no more damage. There is no limit to how much its body can take. So the center mass. So if for some reason I eventually become aware that I'm not doing enough damage to a body location, I should just keep trying to hit the middle. Now, once I had this information, about 3 or 4 hours after I recorded the last episode, I went and did a trial run, and I defeated the monster. I used up all the shotgun shells, all the rifle bullets, all the machine gun bullets, and my 3 magnum bullets. Now, why is that the case? Well, mainly, the monster suddenly became much more adroit at avoiding the showers. Oh yes, the showers. Remember when I said they seem to have a limited amount of uses? They do, but it's not what you think. Every shower can only be used successfully once, after which point it becomes inoperable. Unsuccessful uses, which Verdugo dodges or does not enter, do not count, and the shower remains active. Oh, what was it? I don't think I had accurate damage stats of the grenades. Anyway. This means that in my first attempt... Oh, yeah, something else, yeah. This means that in my first attempt, when I was freezing it, but wasn't always capitalising on the opportunity to blast it, I absolutely should be doing that. And it does mean that I should probably be focusing on the shotgun when it's frozen, instead of the explosive bolts. That being said, the explosive bolts stun it and keep it frozen for longer, so theoretically an explosive bolt into shotgun combo, provided it doesn't get knocked back by the explosive bolt out of the shotgun's optimum range, which is a distance I do not know, is the best way to deal with this monster when it's frozen. On my second attempt, where I literally got it with 3 explosive mines in a row, then a shotgun shot, that actually did about 20% of its life, or 25% of its life, like a fifth or a quarter, which gives you an idea of the amount of damage that has to be pumped into this thing. So let's go back to the map a moment. On my previous attempt, we have this hallway here with the trap, this hallway here with the trap. Quite often, I would be assailed by the monster, like say here. I would run around the corner, I would hear its footsteps following me, I would activate the trap, run out of the trap, and it would jump out of the wall right here on the other side to get me. It did this frequently for like 15 or 20 minutes, avoiding all 3 of these traps. It got it fairly early with this one, but these 3, it felt as if the game was cheating to make it avoid the traps to prolong the conflict. What I suspect was happening was a distance-related sort of rubber banding. So essentially I'd be attacked in the corridor here, run around the corner, get too far from the monster for it to bother running around the corner after me, at which point it would disappear into the wall and then just come out of the nearest point. So essentially I think that was me being too clever for my own good. Additionally, this dead end was actually really helpful, as was this section of corridor, where I could stand, shoot a monster a bit, run past it, turn, run back and forth a bit, shooting every now and again. What is that? That is bullets I should go and pick up. I hear it. It's ominous. Now, every failed attempt lowers the game rank. If I am missing too many shots, the game rank is lowered. If I'm doing too well, the game rank begins to raise again and things become harder. This happens mid-encounter very quickly and fluctuates on the fly. I don't know how greatly it swings from one end of the scale to the other, right? So that successful attempt may have raised the game rank to a slightly higher difficulty again. Essentially... Really? It was right there. Ah, there we go. Because the game takes, So I've failed twice. Those 2 failed attempts will have reduced the game rank slightly. I don't know how much. I don't know if each failed attempt will have reduced the game rank 1 whole rank, or like, 5% of a rank, or whatever it is. But essentially, the more I try to do this, the easier it will become. The fact that I succeeded, and that the game still tracks these things, the game tracks for failures, it probably tracks for success rates as well. So the fact that I succeeded and then reloaded the save means it may have got harder again. So 2 failures to 1 success. This does all mean... do I want to go shotgun or... So I succeeded by ignoring the bolt thrower and focusing on the shotgun. And now my body's saying, Raph, please stop recording for a moment and go and do a wee. So I'll be back in a moment. Right, so, in theory I can do this. In theory, if the monster had no armor, my shotgun shells, alone my 20 shotgun shells, have enough damage to kill it twice over with some damage to spare. In actuality, it's going to take some more than that. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so I need to run around here.
You're Ramon's lapdog.
And press the button. Leon, you fucking nutter. Right.
Eat this.
Okay. Oh shit, still frozen? Okay, now it's not. But it seems to have disappeared, and I don't think there's a hole in the wall here. And it didn't have time to get to that one. Let's reload our gun. That was a decent amount of damage. Let's fully reload the machine gun in case we need it. Okay. Can I make a flash grenade? Yes, I can, and I may need to soon. I'll avoid it for now, though. Stick to the shotgun. So now, I want to avoid shooting unless it's frozen. This will be hard to resist the temptation.
What's your move?
And as if on cue... Oh, Leon. Try again. And go. Shit! Oh man. Okay. Run! Run, you fucking nutter! We're gonna have to try this one again. Also, healing. Uh-oh. Well, that was crap, wasn't it? Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Mr. Monster, if you would please chase me now. Right around, yes. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, here we go. Too slow. Run. Okay, keep at it. And stop. And go.
I think you need to chill out.
Okay, and Leon, that was actually pretty good going. That is, however, a shower we can no longer use. So, and keep that up. Right, what can we use now? I think bolt thrower. Dear monster, I hear you, please.
How's that? It's different, huh?
Okay,
So we're playing hide and seek, is that it?
so something good happened there. This is the one that we can still use. Hello. Now, if you could please run into this one. Hey, look at that. Shit! No! Now. Interesting. Well, we'll just keep at it. Man, every time I try to... I've tried to swap weapons to the machine gun like 3 times since the lift came down now. Oh, you bastard. For fuck's sake. Okay. And run. And run. Fucking hell. Okay. Gotta use a yellow. I have a horrible feeling when it... Right. Okay. Also, its attacks are so fast it's virtually impossible to parry. Not impossible, just... just virtually impossible, which is effectively the same thing as far as I'm concerned. Now, oh yes please, now if you could just come round this corner. Yeah, that's it. Emergency, as we now appear to be out of showers.
bitch!
Right. No good. Right, how am I doing? Machine gun, okay. There we go.
Finally, some peace and quiet. My condolences to your master.
Oh! A gold monocle. Oh, wow. Was it worth all of the ammunition I've used? That is debatable. The gold monocle sells for 30,000 pesetas, and while the resources and gunpowder required to make all that ammunition may come to more than 30,000 pesetas, what that is basically a weapon upgrade. And there will always be more ammunition. Okay. Pistol. I got shotgun bullets. Man, why didn't I reload them? Okay, armor's knackered. Leon's knackered. We get the picture. However, I can now go back to... I'm not going to run. Leon's too heavily wounded for that. He's just limping along and grateful to be alive. So there's a crate we haven't smashed in that chamber on the left now as I look at it, and in the room on the right there is a treasure chest and a first aid spray. So let's go claim our rewards, and then that 30,000 might start looking more worth it as we get whatever this is. Bullets, bullets, resources. Excellent. No gunpowder, mind. Oh. That is a tough, buttock-clenching fight. Actually, my jaw's feeling really tense. Still, it hasn't relaxed fully yet. Probably won't for a while. Oh, I've gone too far, haven't I? I've missed the doorway. Okay. Now, interestingly, when it comes to this treasure chamber, the Verdugo does seem reluctant to use this passage. In my two previous attempts and my one attempt off camera, it only used this once. I don't know if it would be... if that changes once the gunpowder has been taken... yeah, once the treasure has been taken out of here. Yellow diamond, very nice. But it might be to give the player a good chance to get those items, in case they're going to just wait for the lift. Oh, my head aches, my jaw is tense, but I have defeated the foe, and I am one gunpowder short of more shotgun magnum bullets, which I probably should really be looking to replace as soon as I possibly can. In terms of health, I should also be looking at healing really soon. I don't think we get a free heal in between chapters. And I can't remember if the lift is an end of chapter, but I think it is chapter's end. What is Leon holding? Yeah, thought so. Let's get him back to his regular pistol. Alright. Am I done down here? Apparently not. Okay. Definitely take all the bullets I can take. I could definitely do with all the bullets I can take. I can take. Right. 10 bullets, definitely worth running back for. Okay, let's get out of here and never come back here again. Because this literally is a... This lift is a point of no return. And this whole watery section here is a point of no return. If we go up to the throne room, there is no way back down from the throne room to there. That being said, we will be returning to this point at some point in the future, and various points in the castle up here, just not that section down there. Mercifully. Oh man, having to press the button manually while being pursued by the monster would be very dangerous. Let's face the door and be prepared for whatever comes. The dark veins suddenly come from nowhere.
Pitiful little lamb.
Your suffering came in, just as it has for our newest daughter.
Who has joined us in communion,
And now she is of our flesh, of our blood. My faithful disciple will show her the path.
go now. Deliver to these vagrant children their salvation. As you wish.
I'll make it cheap for you.
But cheap, he'd better mean free. Now that was a very distinctive knife, and also that mole on Leon's throat makes him look older than his mid-20s. Makes him look like he's in his early 30s. Alright, we have defeated the Verdugo, the horrific creature, and ended the chapter. And in keeping with the way Tim's been playing, I am also ending episodes on chapter endings, which does mean this one will be a little bit shorter, I'm afraid. Let's see how badly I did. Okay. Defeat the Verdugo and complete the chapter. Okay, we get more completion points. Accuracy back up to 71.3%, which has got to be 56 times damaged. Look, have you seen that Verdugo? I have, and it does a lot of damage. You know what? I got the thing. So where did I miss one? Chapter 8, apparently. I presume I can't... If I go back to the chapter... I don't think there is one in chapter 1. Oh, chapter 6 as well. Well, in that case, I was pretty much running for my life, so... Fair enough, I can pick them up on another playthrough. It's not as if I'm going to play this again. I don't know. I might. And there we go. Excellent. Well, I will absolutely save the game. I think I've earned that save. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here. The Verdugo is defeated and Leon continues on with his ammunitionless quest. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this one. And if you'd like to go visit Lotaeri's channel, there's a link in the description down below the video. Feel free to go show him some support. And I'll see you all in the very next episode. Bye bye for now, everyone. Cheerio!